Welcome to Action with Ease and Joy. This is the podcast for women entrepreneurs ready to turn procrastination into momentum and build their businesses with flow, alignment, and joy. I'm Thea Liljestrand.
And I am Gunilla Henriksson. And every episode, we will explore how to take inspired action while staying true to yourself. Let's dive in and get it done with ease and joy. Welcome, Geneviève, to this podcast, Taking Action with Ease and Joy. It's very nice to have you here. Lovely, beautiful person that you are. And I think we can just, before we start with everything, we can just contact our heart and get grounded a little bit. So you can just close your eyes and contact your heart and the roots all the way down to the middle of Mother Earth. Yeah. Yes, I'm very happy to have you here and very excited to hear about your story and how does it feel to be here right now?
Yeah, it's funny and it's exciting because it's the very first time for me. And I've known you for some time and I love to share with you. So it's a little bit special for me. I'm very pleased to have this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, tell me about you are an entrepreneur and what are you doing, Geneviève?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I started this when I moved to Norway about 16 years ago to be entrepreneur. And the first thing I was doing was teaching languages. And lately, so I developed or expanded this service to be a doula. So I'm still working as a teacher, and I feel that my doula service is also teaching. It's teaching something else, but it's still teaching. So helping people to get from one place to another one in their own path, in their own life.
Yeah, and if I understood you correctly, you're both a birth doula and also a what do you call it? Maternity doula?
Oh, yeah. Yes, so I can help people through the whole process.
Mhm.
So when they are pregnant and when the family is expecting the baby, because it's not just the mother, not just the woman. And then during the birth itself and after the birth, because it's a very challenging period. Lots of vulnerability there and new things happening, even if it's not your first baby. Everything is different when another person is coming in the family. And when it's the first one, I also often meet issues with the breastfeeding. So it's a period where the woman needs a lot of help. So I'm
It's
also working there.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Touching. Very, yes, I had a doula myself, and it's so important, really, really important to respect myself and take that support. I mean, that's what I felt. Um, yeah, thank you. And I wonder what first called you to decide to do this work with as a doula.
Okay, that's a long story. Or coming back much earlier in my life. I think it started everything with my mother because she had three cesareans and she had a big sadness about that. I could say she had a trauma about that. I'm playing with a flag. And then she was, now and then she was asking us kids to forgive her because she didn't manage to give us birth vaginally. And for me, this is what I got. It was just my normality. So I didn't felt that something was missing in me or in my life. So I could trust her by saying, well, that's okay, Mama, don't worry. It's okay, it's okay. But I got this sadness from her side and her story that she felt she didn't have the strength to claim her own choice when she was about to give birth, and then it went in another way that was not the one she expected. So when I self gave birth the first time, I had this with me, and I was hoping to have this strength that she was missing. And the experience showed me that I didn't have enough strength. And the second time I gave birth was much different. And I could see the beauty in birth and the power in birth and the facility of giving birth, the easiness. So then I had a lot of friends that were getting pregnant after I got my kids, and I was passing some ideas, putting some seeds, not pushing, but telling some words or giving some books. And I knew about a doula, so I discovered the profession. And then I took a workshop that was a workshop to test if this was something for you.
Yes.
It was a weekend workshop. And then I felt that was beautiful. And I wanted to do that, but I had no time, money, or energy to start studying again. And some years passed, and then it was the right moment. So I took the studies, and I became a doula.
Wow, beautiful. Yes. Interesting with how life, what happens in life and what make us decide different paths. Yeah. I'm looking at my questions here. How has working as a doula shaped your life, your energy, and your leadership?
Yeah. I love to say that going to these doula studies, that changed my life. Because to give support to a woman in this big change in her life, you have to be in a good place yourself. And those studies were really grounding. It was a long study. I don't think that there is so long doula studies in another place of the world so far. Here in Oslo, we have one that is 2 years. So we meet once a month, a full weekend for a complete workshop. And this is over 2 years, and then an exam. And our school invites a lot of different specialists to teach us lots of things. And that was just enriching my life, my own life, and helping me to get more grounded, but also more spiritual and get more tools to help others get in a better place in their own lives. Wow. So this is not just about birth and pregnant ladies. I feel that a doula could help someone to give birth to something else than a baby. Maybe it could be give birth to a project. And I feel that there is a dimension in birth that is also very much connected to death, because when you are transforming to be a single woman, I mean a woman without kids, and turning to be a mother, it's a big change in your life, and it's forever. So you in a way, you have to renounce to this past identity of yourself.
Yes.
And this is a bit sad, or could be difficult. At the same time, you have to cherish this person that is getting bigger and bigger in your body. So something it's also happening with your body, that who is me and who is the baby? And I'm giving so much to this baby. And when you have to give birth, you again have to say goodbye to the belly so the baby can go out and you start in another journey. So it's lots of chapters that you definitively change from being the woman you were before to being the woman you are after. And this big change in your life, we could also see it as a metaphor of other changes in life that are not producing kids, let's say.
Exactly.
So I see my job like that. I've been giving care to men, old men. They are not pregnant at all, but everyone has something to get through.
Yes.
Something to work on, to give life to, or maybe to let go. Yeah. So I feel the doula work is all that. It's from the very beginning of the life, when I'm helping a woman so the baby gets the best start in life.
Yes.
Until the very end, when I could help someone to meet death. And we call this a death doula. And in Norwegian, they have a beautiful word. It's a completely new service, but I went to a class to do that also, and they call it himmelmor. So we have to explain what is a midwife in Norwegian. It's a jordmor, so it's a mother of the earth.
Yeah.
And then the other one, the himmelmor, it's the mother of the sky, or for the sky. So the one that welcome you on earth, it's the midwife.
Yes.
And the one that help you to the sky, it's the death doula, the himmelmor. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I get touched. Yes, it's a lot of, like you say, a lot of transformations in all different kind of birth, and also in between, and also the real death, even though we have a lot of deaths in between birth. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful.
Exciting, challenging.
Yes. If birth was a teacher, what do you feel it want us to remember?
That the unknown doesn't have to be fear. I would say that. And that we are so powerful. It needs a lot of time, connection back, and accept of going for a travel. Change, becoming another person. It's frightening, of course, but it's also so exciting.
Yeah.
So jump in the emptiness, in the hole of the unknown. Oh, yeah. But when you're there to do that, and you're finally there with this excitement and faith, and you trust the process, then it's just, it could be the nirvana, you know. We don't talk so much about that, but about nirvana and birth. I wish every woman could feel ecstasies in birth. And some women, they have an orgasmic birth. And some women have a trauma in birth. So I wish we were more confident, so we could let go more and jump into this new thing with a little bit less of fear.
Yeah.
So we could enjoy more, we could serve on things.
Exactly.
Have a sense of ecstasy.
Yeah, exactly like you say. When there is no fear, you can have this excitement and ecstasy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I wish that.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's the same with life, So when I had my second baby, and it was a beautiful and short birth, and I was really in control, uh, I felt so good. I felt so empowered.
Yeah.
And I believe when we give birth, women, we have this feeling that, come on, there was a person inside my body, and I managed to get this person out. And I discovered this one, and it was unbelievable. I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And yeah, yeah. And it's almost unbelievable. And it's so
Yeah.
difficult to describe with words. I think I was telling you yesterday. No, maybe not you. I feel it's so funny when the baby is coming out and the
Mm.
mother meets the baby for the first time, and they look at me like, what happened? you know, it's so it's so unbelievable.
Exactly.
This, it's both the magic of the love. It's son and I love you. They say to this baby, we love you,
Yeah.
and at the same time, what happened?
Exactly. It's so, I know exactly. It's so powerful. I mean, that you can give birth and you have the power to do it.
Yeah.
I
And then
mean,
when you can do that, what else are you able to do in life?
yeah, exactly. Yep. Whoa. Yes, very, very powerful. And your profession is so important. Yep.
And I have to say that one big lesson I see from birth is not coming from me, but it's coming from the partners. Because when I coach a woman before birth, I always do it with the partner. If there is no partner, of course, I don't, but if there is one, we have our classes together, all three. And if there is kids in the family, they are around. But when I meet them after birth, and often the mother is busy giving breastfeeding in the sofa, and then the first person that opens the door for me, it's the partner. Wow, the beauty of this um, hug I get from them just after the birth. So 1 week after the birth. And the way they say thank you to me in this hug, it's like, now we understand what we were training for. Thank you so much for your help. And I have so strong, so big respect for what my women, my partner, did. It's just so big. And one told me once, now when I walk on the street and I see a mother, I just have so much respect for her.
Mm.
That changed his own view about women, at least mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's beautiful to have them in the birthing room and in the whole process. It's giving so much in the relationship,
Yes.
because we build communication, understanding, the full experience together. I use them so much during the birth to help the woman. So this is a big transformation for them too.
Yeah, I bet. Yes. Hmm. Wonderful. Let's see. What is one movement that made you believe in miracles?
A moment that made me believe in miracles.
If you can't answer, it's okay. Then we take another.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I had one, but now I, I I I don't remember which question it was.
This is fine.
But but yes, yes, yes. when I get so connected to a woman in the work, we could have such a beautiful soul connection. And I remember once that happened during the birth, when going through the rush, she could look at me so deeply that we were both so grounded and so connected and aware of everything that was happening around us anyway. And the partner was observing that, like, just bluff. Yeah, what's happening now? That is completely insane. This strong connection.
Yes.
Yeah. But I can feel this sometimes when I give a massage to a pregnant lady. Not just to pregnant ladies, but I can remember one very nice. So yeah, this very, very deep connection.
Yes.
It's miracle. Yeah.
Yeah, connection through the heart and soul, sort of.
A unity, a deep.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I know. I think I know what you mean. Yes. Thank you. What role do silence, presence, and intuition play in your work?
Very important. Intuition, it's essential. Of course, if there is no intuition, I can adjust after, but it helps so much. And silence, it's gold. Yeah. I need this ability, and I have to train in listening in silence. So I don't project my own thoughts or my own experience on the other one. I'm just holding, receiving. And we train that with two partners. Yeah. Intuition, essentially for me, because I have to teach them also to get more connected to their own intuition. So I try to train myself every day, even more to that. Yeah. And to manifest also.
Yeah.
I'm very much a coach when I work with them. So I help them to get in touch with more of the, let's say, the subtle or magical aspect of their own being, so they can use all that as a tool when things start to be intense.
Yes.
Hopefully, it will switch from intensity to pleasure, but not everyone is really able or ready to do that. But at least manage the intensity with different tools. And then again, silence, intuition are some of them. And so all the things I teach, I have to be good at, of course. So they are very important.
Very interesting to listen to all this. Love it. In what ways is starting or growing a business similar to birthing a child?
Yeah. You have to jump. Yeah, we were telling about that. Jump to the emptiness of something new. And it's scary. And again, when you take the first step, you see that you're not falling. So, and if you feel that you're falling, you can always step back. So it's the same that we were explaining, that a birth could be a different thing, giving birth to a child, but giving birth to a project, giving birth to a company.
Yeah, so it's sort of the same thing in a way.
Yes. In our intensity or implication, because it's not your body and so on, but it's more abstract, but it's the same challenge for your identity and for the person you are in society, and also for meeting something new. in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, building,
Mm.
adjusting,
Mm.
believing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Mm. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Yes. Mm.
But
And when challenges arise, how do you return to ease, trust, and inner alignment?
for me, the most helpful tool is meditation and study. Because in meditation, I come back to my stillness where I can observe my own self, my true self. So I get back to this pristine place where I can decide again, or I can comfort myself and go up again, go on. But study, it's also very good for me because it's the thought of someone else that have been written in paper, of maybe my own notes about a text I read. But studying again and again, it's remembering myself, the most important concepts I need to have in my backpack to meet life. So that's the best for me.
Yes.
And sometimes it means that I have to take time to be alone and do that.
Yeah.
It's not always so easy when you are in the rush, but it's essential in my experience.
Yes. Mm. Thank you. What would you say to someone who feels the nudge to follow a calling but is afraid?
I would say try, or maybe try with small steps to experience that there is no death. It's completely okay to be afraid. We have so many experiences in life that stopped us or scared us, and then we are used to close. But maybe with small steps, we can have the other experience that it's possible. And then believe a little bit more and try again and believe.
Yes.
And one by one, building new ways in your brain that assure you that yes, it's possible. Yes, you can. And when you have the first one, the second one, the third one, and you have this, ooh, oh, that was not so bad. I can do it. It's so exciting. And you get used to that, and maybe then bigger jumps. And scary anymore. And it's just excitement all the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Almost like child, when they're like trying new things and
or learning how to stand on their feet.
Yeah.
I'm trying now to go on my hands, and I can feel I'm scared of falling or falling back.
Yes.
I'm not so young anymore. I can fall, but okay, maybe I get a pain in my neck and so. Yeah. And my teacher just said, just do it. Think about babies. They just do it again and again and again and again until you believe it, and you do it, and you stand on your hands.
Yes.
It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of experience to get a positive experience, so you believe you're able.
Yes.
And then you're closer to the aim. It's just work. It's not just happening like that.
Yeah.
But suddenly it's there. Maybe more, maybe you're closer to the aim than what you think.
Yes. Yeah. It's so interesting with all these things. I mean, it's about this life and people and how we're functioning. You know, it's. Mm. What does taking action with ease and joy mean to you as a doula and entrepreneur?
Okay. For me, it means doing the work, and which work, and the work of believing. Because when I trust myself and when I trust my intuition, then I'm just there, and it just goes so fast.
Yeah.
And both with my intuition towards a woman and a process, or my intuition with something in the business that I want to achieve, just the same. And then this faith and this decision here and there that yes, I will. It's not so easy. We're talking about challenges and do you believe it's going to happen, or I'm able to do that? So again, meditating and studying just to reinforce my objective.
So decision and faith, and also studying and meditation to.
But the more I do that, the
Mm.
easier it is, because I know what is my mindset, which mindset I need to achieve what I want.
Yes.
And then it's easier and easier and easier. So ease, yes, but you need something at the very beginning that sets your mind in the right frequency, let's say.
Yes.
And we are not built like that in society. Everything I got from school and from the education I got at home was telling me that I'm nothing, I'm worse than, and I cannot, and how could I think that I could? Everything was taking me down. So it takes time and work to change this mindset.
Yep.
But once you get there, then it's just, things are happening even faster than what you can ever think.
Yeah.
Yes, it is easy if you are in the right place.
Yes. Yeah, but it's you need to work with yourself to get there.
And it could be like that,
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to do that.
Yep. Yes. Hmm. If you could whisper one message to every woman stepping into birth, creation, or change, what would it be?
Creation or change?
Yeah, creation or change, yeah.
Oh, I would say enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy, go for it, enjoy.
Mm.
I'm always not. I often compare birth and sexuality if I work with people that I feel are able to listen to that. I am born in a society where we believe that sex is delightful. But I am born in a society where we believe that giving birth is pain.
Yeah.
And that dying is pain.
Yeah.
And we are not afraid of dying or giving birth. We are actually afraid of the pain. But no one told me that sex was painful. Or at least I heard much more about the orgasm and the pleasure. That, okay, what is pain in sex? Of course, we could speak about that, and there is a lot of places in the world where we don't have this view. But I believe that the culture we put around these experiences in our bodies and life have very much to say about the experience we are preparing for.
Yep.
So if in the movies we had always birth scenes with women that are just having an orgasm or kissing their partners and just enjoying, we will have a different view about birth.
I'm sure about it. Yes, it's so true. It's so much
And
pain, pain. I mean, these words like pain all the time.
yeah, and it's a
Yes.
shame because if you were telling also through cinema
Mm.
and pictures and songs that sex is just pain and nothing else than pain, then we will be all afraid of having sex. Maybe we
Yeah.
will have much less than what we're doing. So I believe we can change this view and that
Mm.
it could help a lot. But
Yeah.
then we have to talk and we have to teach and we have to experience and we have to improve.
Mm.
And it's a lot to do, but I love doing that.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Change
I would say,
the view.
yeah, I would say
Yeah.
enjoy,
Mm.
because
Yeah.
giving birth is not just about pain.
Yeah.
If we talk about all the other things, all
Exactly.
the other things are so many and so much, then pain is.
Ex-
I also try to change the words. I talk about intensity instead of pain. And I've been through birth myself. And I don't want to cheat. I don't want to lie, but I want to build another view on birth.
Mm. Mm. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Why focus on the pain when there's so much other things that is beautiful and
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Love, for
Yeah,
example.
exactly.
Mm.
Interesting. Yeah. Buddhist culture, how we view things. Yes, it's going to we're going to end this very
Mhm.
soon, this podcast interview. And I wonder, where can people find you and your
Mhm.
if they want to get in touch with you?
Yes, I have a Facebook profile, which is called DoulaMorena, and this is the name I decided to use here in Norway because I work very much with Spanish people or Spanish uh, talking people. And my French name, it's so complicated to pronounce for them. And it's also very complicated for Norwegian. They are able to say that, but it's so weird. So I decided for my other name, which is my training name. I got a nickname in my capoeira class,
Yes.
and that's fitting so much with my Latin American identity, and it's Morena. So that's much easier to say. So it's DoulaMorena, and you find me on Facebook. But then it's attached to an Instagram conto,
Yes.
which have both my French name and DoulaMorena. So Geneviève Chevalier, which is so French and old-fashioned. You cannot find a more French name than that. Yes, of course there are many, but this is really sounds really French. So Geneviève Chevalier or DoulaMorena, and I have a wish to build a website with a friend of mine, which is specialized on that, but we are not there yet. So
Yeah.
I got my clients through other clients, and I
Okay.
love that because they can talk together and they say what they got from this work with me, and I don't need to promote so much. Then they're just coming to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, wonderful. We're going to write it down also below
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah, another place where people can find me, it's where I'm sitting, which is Kvinnehelsehus in Oslo. This is coming from I could say, a foundation um, which is dedicated to women health. And they just got this place 1 year ago in the middle of Oslo, and it's just open to women and lots of activities to support them in so many different things in
Okay.
life. And then here I'm working as a volunteer, as a yoga teacher and yoga for pregnant with a wonderful partner. And then I came in here as a doula because they wanted to have doulas to meet women from other cultures that don't speak Norwegian and don't know about the health system here. So they provide a doula that speaks their own language.
Hey, yeah.
Is French-Cultural doula. So in this place, I'm many days a week with
Yes.
pregnant or with women or with babies, depending on the activity, and giving some of my time to people that don't have the economy to pay a doula.
Yes, wonderful.
So I try to have a little balance with that in my life. So I, of course, need clients that will pay the normal price, but I also think it's important to give people an idea of what a doula is, and I can do that here, and also help some women that are not the ones that know about the doula and don't dare to contact and don't have the money to pay the service.
Yes. That's just beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Lovely Geneviève. Thank you so much for everything you shared. It's been very interesting and yeah, wonderful, really, to have you here. And yes, have a wonderful day and thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you too, Gunilla. I'm very pleased to have this Scandinavian connection in English so we can share with even more people. And
Yes.
so good that you invited me with Thea to say a little bit about this wonderful work.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for listening to Action with Ease and Joy.
And join our newsletter at actionwitheaseandjoy.com